Faff.
Welcome back to FPL Faff with Jez, Jack, and Jim. I'm Jez.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Jim.
Jack is very close to losing his top spot. Jim, you are flying up.
I'm kind of disappointed for this week.
Mate.
Even though I've finished on 73 points, I'm kind of disappointed.
This was the
week.
week.
Both, but there were so many turn-up kings this week, or at least tiny turn-ups.
There was a lot of tiny turn-ups, yeah.
You could have slapped your armband on just about anyone and got some returns. Jack, you did not. Why don't you take us through your team and tell us of the disappointment?
I'd rather not. It was horrendous. This definitely was the week of the captain choice. I mean, that can happen any week. I think this week in particular was damning. I thought my week started well. I had Kane, 19 points. I didn't captain him. Captain Sterling, which is horrendous. 2 points over 2 games. I'll run you through my team.
That's so bad.
Yes, mate, it's horrendous. I'll start off in goal. Pope with 2. I had a bench of Conser with 6, Stones with 1, again on a double, and Dallas with 10. A midfield of Salah 2, Rafinha 2, Sterling 2, who was my captain, so 4.
Oh my God.
10 points apiece from Gundogan and Fernandes. Kane with 19. Ollie Watkins, I don't know where my faith is in the guy. 2 points again. The City game doubled my rank. Where was I? I was 17,000th in the world before the City game. I've woken up this morning on 29,000. Horrendous week. Can't wait for playing my wildcard soon.
Yes, after game week 29. And that's when you're going to win the league.
No.
With no question, dude, because I do not have a wild card and I have to make a really shit team for game week 29 and I have to live with that team for the rest of the season.
Mate, honestly, it's going to be underwhelming. Don't you worry.
To be honest, I was lucky very last minute on the second of the double for City because I captained Gundogan. It got me 20 points. Honestly, other than that, if I captained Fernandes, he would have also got me 20 points. The one I should have is obviously Kane.
Obviously, Harry Kane.
Yeah, with 19, that would have been huge. He annoyingly, he had my vice captain armband.
Man.
But my bench is great because I've got 2, 0, 1, 1. That's fine. But Cancelo only playing 1 game was annoying.
Cancelo has ruined my FPL season.
Yeah,
I got him in 2 weeks ago for -4. He's played 4 games in 2 weeks and he's got 3 points.
Brutal. I mean, it's kind of funny, but also brutal. Diaz, how he couldn't keep a clean sheet against Southampton. I mean, to be fair, to credit to them, they were really good. I thought.
Southampton were everywhere. I thought they were playing I thought they played much better than they have been recently.
Correct, yeah.
Shea Adams is looking interesting again, and I didn't think I'd be saying that this season.
With Ings out, he's a really interesting pick. Less than 6 million as well. He's a budget move, and Southampton, if they turn a corner.
I think they are.
Luckily he's not a defender, so he's not shipping points with conceding 5 goals. I think 2 players actually. Their fixtures aren't too bad, despite blanking in 29 and 33. But I'd add James Ward-Prowse to that on corners, free kicks, and pens. I'm interested at 5.9.
Yeah. Correct.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Especially because now they seem to be playing a lot more attacking-minded football. Obviously, with them being more open, they can get dicked by City. Which is
that's what you want from
that's
what you want from a striker. That's why Bamford has been so interesting this year. They'll lose a lot of games, but they most of the time score, and he's the man up top. It's the same thing if Shea Adams is going to be playing there instead of Ings while he's out injured. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it really does.
So go on then, Jim. Tell us about your team.
Okay, so it was a huge disappointment, really. The only good sign was Martinez in goal with 7 points. Matt Target was 6 points. That was my only clean sheet. Well done, Villa. Thank you. Diaz with 2, unacceptable for playing the double. I know one of them was the Manchester derby, and who saw that coming? Big up.
Not one of us.
No one. No one. Not even United fans would say that they saw that coming. Maybe the diehard, but even then, that's just like, nah, no one saw that. Cancelo with 1, huge disappointment there. Fernandes with 10, great. Salah with 2. Salah's no longer in my team. Whoa. Gundogan with 20. Lucas Moura. That was like, the thing is, he had a great game. He had a great game, but not for FPL. He was assisting the assister. He was really close a few times. So I think there is some points in him, but you're not going to return every week. But he's going to stay in my team because of the blank in 29. Richarlison, disappointment. At least we talk about the Chelsea Everton game, the better. Rudiger, he didn't start, and I'm worried about that. They played Kurt Zouma.
I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried.
I think that's just a bit of rest.
He's missed one game. I think Tuchel's done a lot of rotation. You look at Azpilicueta, I think he's played every game under Tuchel, which is quite interesting. But I wouldn't worry. He's such a nice price point, Rudiger. I think I can see him coming back to replace Christensen. So I think you're all good there.
Sweet. I am looking at getting Cancelo out for maybe Azpilicueta. I can't say his name. Azpilicueta. That's the closest I'm going to get it. That is the closest.
Look, I'm not even going to correct you. You know I'm not going to cut it out. Let's just leave that where it is and move on.
Brutal. I'm going to try and stop saying it. Okay. Obviously, Kane, huge 19 points. I'm going to say it right now. He is the turn-up king. Turn-up king of the week.
I think he obviously 19 points. He's got to be up there. I think regardless of how many points he got, that goal, from Doherty's pass, that pass came at him with such pace, and he's got over it, and he couldn't have put it better in the top corner. Such a good goal. I love Harry Kane. It's nice to see him back in and amongst it again.
The man just knows where the back of the net is.
And that's an Arsenal fan saying that. Come on, guys. This is
all praise to Harry Kane. I mean, as an England fan as well, you want him bang on form for the Euros. He's
absolutely
so true. Bamford with 2 points. West Ham, guys, West Ham.
Mate, what's going on? I mean, Creswell, the guy just doesn't. I think he's the top defender now.
It's insane. How have I not got him in my team yet?
How did I get rid of him? Is my question. He was in my team for such a long time, and I was like, right, I'm going to make it. Yeah, exactly. I made a 2-week swap. Cresswell has re-entered my team, but in the meantime, God, I've lost some points.
Wow, you've lost some points, but you're like really up there now. You're climbing. You're like 4th place in the league now, I think. I want you back into 5th, to be honest. Get back where you belong, mate.
Look, let's see how it turns out. But I was looking at this. I don't think I've had a sub 50-point week for about 8 or 9 weeks, which is pretty good.
You've been solid. How many did you take a minus going into this game week, by the way?
No, I don't believe I did.
You sure?
No, I didn't.
You won our head-to-head.
Yeah, no, I didn't take a minus going into this week, and nor am I going to take a minus going into next week. I didn't actually make a change going into this week, so I banked a transfer.
Yeah. You won our head-to-head, and I'm upset about that.
I did. I ended up with 75 points. So I'll go through my team. I had Martinez in goal with 7. Nice. Conte with 6. Stones and Cancelo, let's not speak about them, and they will be leaving my team very soon.
Whoa.
Bruno Fernandes with 10, Gundogan with 10, which turns into 20 with my armband. Son with 5. I'm very happy that I've got Son as of late. He's doing bits. Mo Salah with 2. He has left my team. Ollie Watkins with 2, Calvert-Lewin with 2, and Harry Kane, whom I wish I captained with 19. Now we're getting to the painful bit. First sub, Jorginho, 10 points.
Oh.
Then Ben Mee with 2 and Aina with 6.
Oh, wow. Tough.
I could have been on for 100-point plus week had I played my cards right, but there it is, 75 points, not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Am I salty?
Jorginho
Yes.
with 10 makes me so happy on your bench. Not only did I
it's
get
horrible, man, and it was
with Everton losing, I would have been stung by you, like literally closing the gap even further. I would have hated that.
It was such a stupid pen as well. Like, just, you play for a professional club. Grow up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
What's your team going into next week looking like, Jack?
So I've got 2 free transfers to make, and I desperately need to make them. I've got 2 decent goalies. I've got Pope and Areola in there. I am probably going to stick with Areola and get rid of Pope just to relieve some funds, to be honest. I've already put in Fabry or Forster. I'm not expecting that second goalie to start at all. I just need someone cheap. My defence needs a serious look. I've got Conser, Loughton, Mitchell, Dallas and Stones. Not happy with that at all. I think what I'll probably do is upgrade one of those defenders as well. So not taking any minus. Most likely taking out Mitchell and putting in, I'm looking at a Brighton defender. I'm looking at a West Ham, potentially Creswell, get him back in. I don't want to make too many minus points, given I'm looking to play my wild card, either game week 30 or game week 31 for the run-in. But what that leaves me with is probably sticking with Salah. And I just, which to be honest, I think I'm fine with. I'm looking at his fixtures, and Liverpool.
The fixtures look great.
The fixtures.
I just hope the
fixtures look
he
great.
He still does nothing.
And he's still one of the best players in the league. Like I know Liverpool are on a horror run of form, but I don't. If he blanks again against, they've got Wolves in their next game, then they've got a blank. I'm tempted to get him out for 2 games, but then of course I lose the value that I've had because he's been in my team all season. I'm probably going to stick with him and hope for the best. And he could prove to be a nice differential if Liverpool do have a change of form and, managers are getting him out. It might be a good one to stick with. So he's going to stay in my team for now.
Hasn't he gone down though? So I made 0.3 million on him.
He did. He went down during the week from 12.6 to 12.5.
He has gone down. The other alternative is, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I don't think any more excuses can be made for Firmino anymore. I know he's important for the team and blah, blah. He's a striker who doesn't get goals or assists as far as I'm concerned. So if they had someone like Jota in there who is a really nice price point and is coming back from injury, I think
he missed a sitter in the week.
He should have scored. There's no doubt. But he won't do that week in, week out. He's 6.6. He's had a long time out. I think when he was playing, he's already got 5 league goals this season in, 8, 9 games. Like he was doing well. I'd like
most of those he wasn't even starting.
Exactly. I'd like to look at him, but I need a bit more time.
Look, I just don't have the confidence in Liverpool. Their price points aren't there. I'm not interested. There's a lot of players in the league that are turning up, and Liverpool players are just not them at the moment. I'm probably not going to get a Liverpool player back in my team for the rest of the season unless things substantially change and they start, ruining teams.
Yeah, give it 2 weeks. I don't want any of them in for when they blank on 29. I'm looking at my team now. I'm not actually that convinced I'm going to have a good week next week. I've got 3 Spurs players against Arsenal. That's a big game. I've got no Arsenal players.
I have the same. So I've made 2 transfers because I had 2 in the bank. Mo Salah is gone for Gareth Bale, the man of the moment. That is a bit of a bold and bandwagony choice. But
I have also done that same.
Do you know what? Even in the in Europe, he's scored, he's assisted. Like, the guy's just doing bits every time he's on the pitch recently. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give him a couple of weeks. If he's not turning up.
Yeah.
If he's not turning up, come game week 33, he'll be gone from my side because they have a blank. I got Cresswell back in for Ben Mee, who was probably the second worst transfer in of my season. So yeah,
I think Bale's smart. Like, and for you, Jez, you've got the Trinity up there. You've got Kane, Son, and Bale, which is hit or hope. But if they hit,
the golden triangle.
If Spurs score a goal, I'm getting points. The only thing is, if they don't, then that's a big portion of my team that's blanking. So it's a risky move. I don't think this is a long-term strategy, but he's in form. I don't want to get rid of Son. He's still doing bits. And if you get rid of Kane, I'm sorry, but you need to get your intelligence tested out.
I think. So, go on, Jim. How are you looking, mate?
Mine's really similar. I mean, you haven't made your transfers yet, have you, Jack?
No, I haven't. And the reason I haven't is I'm considering. I'm looking at the fixtures. I'm thinking, would I rather Sterling against Fulham or Bale or Son against Arsenal? And I'm currently sticking with Sterling, which is, again, a differential and a big risk. But he got a rest.
He's going to play because he got a rest.
I think he will.
He's going to play. He's also going to be a bit mad that he didn't play, I imagine. And he's going to be looking to do bits to Fulham.
I'm going to stick with it.
Like, slightly going off topic, but like, so Mahrez getting 2 goals. He was on a hat-trick and he just got taken off straight off.
I know. He's a 60-minute king. Pep loves making that transfer around the 60-minute mark.
That said, though, I think he started the last 6 games, which is rare in a Pep roulette scenario. He's done, and he's a really good price point. He looked great, Mahrez. There's no getting away from it. He looked incredible last night.
He really did.
I mean, he's a great player.
He is.
He's just got a fabulous left foot. He's quick. He's tricky. You know, what else do you want?
Correct.
Agreed.
Correct. So,
guys, one thing that we have not yet mentioned: KDB, 2 goals, 2 bonus points in.
So I was actually going to mention that. I am thinking of getting him in. I don't know who for. Because I've spread like quite premium all round, I'll have to go a bit budget somewhere. But obviously it'll be for. I think I'm going to do it for Cancelo. So if I downgrade Cancelo and actually get more points per value, and then that'll be my 3 City players, which will be Diaz, Gundogan, and KDB.
Are you looking to keep 3 City players?
Yeah, Diaz normally always plays. Gundogan normally always plays, and now KDB's back. Yeah,
I guess that's true. You've picked the 3 players that are locked into that team. My concern is, and I got to be thinking about this well ahead of time, is Game Week 33. There's a blank for Spurs, Manchester City, Fulham, and I think one other team in the league. Southampton. So, well, then who cares?
What is it? Spurs,
City, Southampton, Fulham.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at my team, and I have 7 players from those fixtures that are blanking. Now, you know what? I'm going to get rid of 2 of my City players in the next 2 game weeks anyway, in the lead up to 29. I might even take a -4 to get rid of an extra player. We'll see. But, I'm going to have to do some serious clearing out to make sure that I have 11 players for Game Week 33.
We have to be on a strict budget, like you and I, James.
Yeah, and because we both don't have a wild card, so if I were you, I would be very hesitant to bring in any future City players at this moment, because that's you're guaranteeing yourself a blank.
I think the thing about City, there's a few things to think about. One of them is that they're on for the quadruple. There's no doubt about that. If they win the League Cup and the league, which is obviously wrapped up, they've still got the FA Cup and Champions League to play for. Because they have won the league and they're already a heavily rotated squad anyway, if you are going to pick City players, make sure they're the ones that start. We just talked about Diaz, Gundogan, De Bruyne. I mean, you obviously throw Edison in there. But you got to be so dead cert. For me, I think it'll be interesting to look at the teams who have something to play for, whether that be relegation or Europe. Like, that's where some of the value is going to be as well. When you've got like those teams pushing for, Arsenal, Aubameyang, right, as an example. Like when Arsenal are really pushing for any chances of Europa League, they're going to need to score and win games. Whereas City, part of me thinks that with the rotation, they've got quarterfinals of the Champions League to come.
Yeah, that's my thought as well. Like even someone like KDB, I know Pep loves to play him every game, but if I was him and I've won the league, he's not going to start every game for me. Focus on the Champions League, focus on winning the League Cup, the FA Cup, you know?
Mm-hmm. Legit. So with that in mind, I only made one change, which was Bale for Salah. I'm playing a 4-4-2. I'm playing Martinez, Cancelo, Target, Diaz, Rudiger. I hope Rudiger plays against Leeds. I'm captaining Fernandes because he's at home to West Ham. It's going to be a huge game.
Okay.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I don't know about that pick, but okay.
I'm going Kane all day.
I vice captain Bale.
I'm thinking about going Bale. I need to make some. Sorry, I've just cut in, but I'm thinking about captaining Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a terrible decision?
I don't know. I think it's a big game. It's going to be, it's a North London derby. They're going to, all players on both sides are going to try and turn up, right?
It's a massive game. The thing about Bale is that he hasn't completed 90 minutes in the league all season. He's always subbed off with 20, 25 minutes to go. And I wouldn't want to put my captain on someone like that, despite how well he's playing. Like for me, it's Kane all day because he's on pens. Yep. He loves scoring against Arsenal. He's always rolled up for the game. I just think, top of the pitch.
Was he an Arsenal fan growing up?
He used to play. He was in the Arsenal academy, and then we.
That's funny.
And then we let him go.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Son and Kane. Whoa.
Whoa. Go on, Jim. Get back to your team.
Well, no. I was just obviously Gundogan's starting. Lucas Moura's going to be starting. Richarlison's going to be starting, and Kane. I've benched Pope, Bamford, Harrison, and Dallas. I'm sticking with Martinez away to Newcastle, then Pope away at Everton.
Yeah, I think Newcastle will struggle to score. Good things are not happening at Newcastle right now. No. I think that's a pretty safe bet.
And obviously Leeds are playing Chelsea, and I've benched all three of those players. I'm not happy with my team. Harrison isn't doing much anymore. He should have been Rafinha.
You need to get rid of him very quickly. Obviously, you're waiting for game week 29, but...
I might as well just, after game week 29, he's going to be coming out. It's just like, that's what it is. See how we go, boys. And so everyone's captaining Kane, and you're captaining Bale. Jess.
Well, no, my decision has just been swayed. I have just slapped the armband on Kane. I think that's the safest thing to do. Yeah, I was considering Gundogan as well, but no, I just don't. I'm not feeling it.
I would do that because I think I think it's simple. I think he'll get more points than Bale, but to be that differential pick and to make ground, if you're the only one that captains Bale who has a good game, which there's no saying that he wouldn't, that's a completely different ball game.
Am I being silly captaining Bruno? I think that's a smart choice.
Look, I think it's a hard game, but also Bruno turns up. The thing is, he doesn't generally turn up against the better teams. I know he scored on the weekend, but that was a pen.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's why you have him, because he's on pens.
Oh yeah, I know that's why I have. You don't have to tell me. I'm all about the pen turn up things, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But equally, if it pays off, your point's in. So.
Faff.